Bet on yourself. That's a hard thing to really do. You know, when I first got this studio, it's like, dude, I'm taking money out of my kids' mouth. You know what I mean? To follow this to follow this dream and this thing that I feel burning inside of me. You know what I mean? So I put myself in your shoes. It takes a lot to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
So at what point do you bet on yourself and be like, I'm gonna go to Park City and get a gym called Rise Boxing?
Yeah.
And I know where there's a lot in your story that we're missing.
Yeah, that's all good though. Yeah.
We're gonna get a part 3, 4 from MG. Don't worry.
Let's go. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you know, I had moved up to Heber and
why?
You
missed the country?
Yes. Yes. I do have a love-hate relationship with it. But yeah, there was no gym up there. I was training for a little while at a gym in Heber, and I think it shut down. But people up there knew me, and I was driving a handful of kids down to Salt Lake to the gym and driving like hour, one way.
So hold on.
Train.
You have a gym. You're hosting classes?
No, there's like a rec center up there that has a bag. So I would like go to this rec center and hit the bag. I had like a little setup at home, and I was still training, but I was mostly training myself through that time. And I got an opportunity in 2017 to go to the Olympic Training Center, and they did like a little story on it and some people. So I would be at the gym training at this little rec center, and people would come up to me and be like, oh, you're MG or whatever. Like I had won some national tournaments around that time, so I was getting like some coverage in the local newspaper and whatever. I was a little mini local famous in Park City, like Park City also doesn't have a boxing scene. It's like skiers. So, but people would come up to me, and I had a couple of guys who wanted to train, and so I would bring some of them with me to the gym down here in Salt Lake. I was training with Rick Montoya at Flashes at the time, and I don't know, I just knew that, boxing, I think all martial arts is a place for a lot of misfits sometimes, and Park City's I was living in Heber, working in Park City because I couldn't afford to live in Park City, but there's plenty of people in Park City who don't have, access to the Park City life or whatever. And I know the power boxing has to create, confidence and empower people. And the people that I was bringing down here, like, I just felt like there was a place, like Park City needed a boxing gym. And I knew I was like coaching fitness stuff. I had like 3 jobs. I was running a food pantry in Camas and Colville, like worked in the nonprofit world a little bit, and then also working at a restaurant. So I had like a big network in a bunch of different little zones, you know what I mean? And I knew I had a good enough following that I could probably start a gym. So I tested it. I like rented space from a CrossFit studio for about 6 months or so. And I had like the worst times. I had like a 3 p.m. window that I could train people, and an 11 a.m. window. And we'd like carry the bags, set them up every day, take them down every hour, set them back up, take them back down. But I was able to grow this little program and was like, well, if I can do it in this space, if I had my own gym, maybe I could actually make it work. But I knew it would be, I don't know, I knew that Park City doesn't really have a fight scene, and running a fight gym in general is hard. So I kind of decided to go with this like fitness and fight gym model with the hope that I could keep the gym open with the fitness crowd, convert some fans to the sport, maybe build some fighters, and that's kind of how it happened.
Have you always been in the same spot that I went to?
Yeah.
That's always been the location?
Yep.
What year did Rise open?
2018.
So you opened right before the pandemic.
Bro,
How was that? How did you manage
a
new business through a pandemic?
Yeah, dude, I feel like we just had, first of all, I had a good following, and I think we were really fortunate that there's a portion of the population up there who was a little bit protected from pandemic economics, and so we did
Hold on, pause. It started in Park City too. Because my boy, he DJ
you're
Battleship.
right.
Battleship.
I forgot about that.
My homeboy DJ Battleship. He was at the venue where they're like, "Yo, we had our first case up here in Park City."
Yes, I forgot. You're right.
Well, it's a resort town, so
exactly.
People are coming in and out of there all the time.
We hustled though. We Marco had started, I think, the year before, right? Maybe 6 months or even some.
Yeah, I think
right
it was a
in
year
there,
before.
right in there. But I had all my crew. We'd come in like once a week and we'd video these boxing workouts and we would put them online and
Mask or no mask in the video?
no masks in the
Okay.
video,
Send them out
bro.
to everybody,
But I ran like Zoom classes online and I just told everybody, I was like, hey, if you guys can keep paying anything, keep paying something. I also got really lucky and I, at the time I was a ambassador for Lululemon and they created a grant program where people who were in their ambassador program could receive a small grant to help. I got it to try and keep paying my employees. So I was able to get this grant that allowed me to keep on paying my employees with that. And then we just asked all of our members, like, hey, if you can keep paying anything, like we'll provide these classes, we'll provide these workouts, and just like get us through the pandemic. I mean, I didn't know get us through the pandemic, but I was like, get us through this month, and then this month, and then this month. We rolled classes outside. We were sparring outside after that. We hit adjustment after adjustment after adjustment, trying to make it work.
It says something about your guys' community up there then, right?
Yeah.
Like it says something.
Yeah.
I mean, to last that, I mean, to start, we started at the same time. I got this place in 18. And they wouldn't let me travel. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh,
you had to get like a essential worker, like literally. You had to get a pass to leave and go county to county. And so they were like, you can't have people in the studio. And I was like, well, it's kind of
what I do.
Exactly.
So,
Like how and I told the people that I rent the spot from, and they're like, sorry, we still got a mortgage, so
Same.
you still got to pay rent.
see you at the first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
But that time was really hard, and just to see where you guys are now, like you guys, I don't know what it I'm not a day to day at Rise, but just the time that I went there, it just feels like you guys had a strong community up there.
Yeah, we do. We really do. I feel like, I don't know, we all, as coaches, I think we put our heart and soul into it. And I think like we've been able to create a culture that starts at the top. And I think it's like people walk in the beginning, I felt like every single person who walked in the door, I needed to be right for. And I'm not right for everybody and we're not right for everybody. And I slowly learned that if I really like fucking love people. I'm like one of those people who, to a fault sometimes, but I genuinely really want to have an impact and help people. And I kind of realized a few years in that people would come in who weren't happy. Like they didn't want to learn technique. They were in the fitness program and they just wanted to work out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I remember this one specific woman who I was like, man, I know she would love this other gym that was like, had nothing to do with boxing. But I talked to her after class and I was like, hey man, I think this place would really work for you. And she called me like a week later and she was so happy about it. But it was like a aha moment for me where I realized that like being genuine and like, hey, we're not right for you, but I think I could help you figure out what you really want. Like that's more, like I would rather run a business that I want to hang out with every single person in my business, inside work, outside work, I want to make that, like I spend more time there than I spend at home. Why am I going to be around people I don't want to be around? And vice versa, you know what I mean? And I think when we really like we love martial arts. I love boxing. I think about it all day, every day. And that's, I think, when you really tap into doing something that you love and do it from the heart, the people who are also there because they love it and they're doing it from the heart, like it all works. You know what I mean?
Now, I know you know that's not all. Check out the full episode right now on the Patreon, patreon.com/Drerawka, Drerawka. Check it out before everybody else.